Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back to Soulmate Suggest. I am MJ, and of course, I'm bringing you some amazing suggestions for your playlist, for yourself, for your Spotify, for your Tidal, for your Apple Music, whatever you want to call it. I'm bringing you some artists that you need to go and check out. Before I get into this week's episode though, please make sure you go and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out, because, we are the plugs, really and truly. So make sure you go subscribe to our channel, like our videos, like our content, and of course comment, guys. Your comments are very important, and when you comment, I want you to comment with suggestions, because I love discovering new artists as much as you do. I love discovering new music as much as you do, and there are countless amount of amazing musicians and artists in the world that need to be discovered, and that's why we're here. So if you want to be a part of it, send me suggestions and subscribe to our channel, all of that stuff. But cool. Without further ado, let's get into today's episode. So today's episode is on a singer that, a lot of us have been following for a while. She just brings the sauce to the UK R&B soul scene. I don't even know what category to put her in. She's stylish, she's talented, she's unique, she's Waevey. I don't even know how to describe her using, words, but she's definitely amazing. So if you haven't guessed by now, today's episode is on the fabulous IMDDB, and I'm about to tell you why you need to go and check her out. But before I get into that, of course, I start with the 10 facts. So, you feel like you know them a bit more intimately. So let's get into it. So cool. Number 1, IMDDB stands for DDB. Yeah, I know it's weird, but her name is Diana De Brito. So together, it's I am at Diana De Brito. The name is either Portuguese or Angolan, which brings me on to point number 2. She is of Portuguese and Angolan descent. Her father is Angolan, but she was born. Her father's Angolan. She was born in Portugal, but she moved to Manchester at the age of 5. She reps Manchester with her whole chest. And if you read an interview or you watch an interview of IMDDB, she's not shy about it. She tells you why she loves Manchester and all that stuff, so go and check it out. Our first video, our first ever Soulmate Suggest was on a Mancunian band called Children of Zeus. And I said then, there is something in the water in Manchester because they're producing so many wavy artists. And IMDDB is definitely a testament to that. So I think I need to go to Manchester, steal some water, and then come back, because there's definitely something in the sauce. Fact number 3, she's a Pisces. If you're into star signs like me, that probably means a lot to you. I'm a Virgo, so I'm sure, we'd get on very well. I think it explains why she's such a free spirit, and she's just, IMDDB. So she was born on the 5th of March 1996, which of course, like I said, makes her a Pisces. Number 4, she comes from a very creative family. So according to my research, IMDDB's mum owned a cafe back in Portugal, which probably gives her some type of business acumen. And her dad is actually a well-known Angolan jazz musician who plays and he tours with his jazz band in Angola and stuff, which is, definitely 100% where she probably gets a lot of her inspiration to, which I will get into later. Fact number 5. IMDDB started writing music at a very young age. According to her, she was about 8 or 9 when she first started writing her own music. But when she was about 11, that's when she got into a studio with her dad, and she recorded her first track at 11, and she got paid £50 for it. And I know, as adults it might be small, but £50 as a kid? Come on, what do you mean? Do you know how many cereal bars and sweeties and... Why did I say cereal bars? Who ate cereal bars as a kid? Bruv. Do you know how much sweets and stuff that could buy? And technically, now that I think about it, it makes her a professional musician at the age of 11, which was my dream at 11. But yeah, cool, I digress. Number 6, she was making moves in Angola before she was making moves in the UK. So around 2015, IMDDB apparently went through a bad breakup, and she went to Angola to, to get some headspace, I feel like a lot of people go back to Africa find themselves, and then when they come back, they're just, they got it. And I think that's what happened to her. So in 2015, she went to Angola to stay with her dad, and she ended up, playing in jazz clubs, touring with his jazz band. I think in one occasion, she even played for the president of Angola's daughter, so she was doing bits, she was playing in front of her high profile people. And according to her, that's where she really found her sound. That's really where she fell in love with like Afro jazz, Afro fusion, that kind of music. And yeah, you can definitely hear it in her sound, because there's something unique. And when I first heard IMDDB, I'm like, where the hell did she learn that? But according to her, it really helped her find her space, and she had she came back with a new direction for her music. She knew where she wanted to take her music and what she wanted to sound like because of that trip to Africa. So, I feel like that's a word for anybody who is from African descent. Go back to Africa. Go find yourself. Cool. Number 7, she's performed with some major names, including people like Bryson Tiller, Janae Aiko. She accompanied Lauryn Hill. She supported Lauryn Hill for her UK tour in 2018, which is huge. And she got to play alongside the likes of like Nas, ASAP Rocky, MIA, and so many more people, which, when you're breaking into music and you're supporting Lauryn Hill, God, man, that's amazing. Number 8, Bob Marley is one of her biggest inspirations. According to IMDDB, Bob Marley really influenced a lot of her style when it comes to writing, the melodies that she uses, and all this stuff. She grew up listening to Bob Marley in her dad's studio or in the house and stuff like that. And to be honest, that's something that a lot of us could relate to, honestly. Whose parents did not love Bob Marley? She also cites people like Nat King Cole, Liana Lehavis, Gretchen Peralta as inspirations, as well as Jimmy Dlou. I hope I said that right. I've been trying to practice it all day. I really don't know. Jimmy Dlou. He's a South African musician who, does like Afro jazz, Afro soul, that kind of stuff. And apparently he's sick, and he is. Definitely go check him out. And of course, her dad is an inspiration to her as well. So number 9, IMDDB is not just a musician. She's not only, someone who makes music. She's also, in my opinion, a style icon too. She's very much on her way to becoming a style icon. Whenever I think of IMDDB, I always go back to like when she turns up at like award shows. She's always like, I don't want to say doing the most, but not in a negative way, but like in a I am DDB, like I am IMDDB kind of way. Like, she makes her presence known, and every time I think about it, I go back to the Brit Awards dress where she has that sheer like see-through Brit Awards dress. Wow, she has that like sheer see-through red dress. Everything is just there, but she rocks it and she's so confident about it. It doesn't look trashy. It looks like classy. It looks like, whoa, wow, she really did that. So I really rate her. She's also appeared in campaigns for brands like Ivy Park, Mulberry, Meal. I don't know fashion. That's why I don't have to say any of these names. Browns, Moncler, Tommy Hilfiger, and Levi's. And I think at one point she was working on her own line as well. She's also appeared in British Vogue, I think, several times. Not just to do with fashion and stuff like that, but for her to be featured in British Vogue multiple times means that her style is on point. Number 10, she's been making waves and creating a name for herself for a long time. She was on BET shortlist. She was in the Guardian's One to Watch. She was in the Forbes under 30s, 30 under 30. She was in Forbes 30 under 30s to watch, and she was on the BBC Sound of 2018. And there's a bonus one because I think I've made too many points about IMDDB. Number 11 is a bonus point. IMDDB's favorite place to perform is Brazil. So when asked when her favorite place, where in the world she loves to perform, she said Brazil, because the frequency, the energy from the crowd is amazing. They appreciate you and you appreciate them. Apparently it's like no other place in the world. So if you're thinking about places, you know, to potentially perform, why not try Brazil? Cool. So that's 10 facts plus 1 for IMDDB. I'm going to tell you now why I recommend her. Now, this is why I recommend IMDDB. Let's get into it. I don't believe there's anyone else from this country that sounds like IMDDB. Actually, do you know what? I really do believe that worldwide IMDDB is in a lane of her own. To the point where I feel like she's birthed many sons. I feel like there's a lot of people that try and imitate that sound, but IMDDB is just levels above them. I may be wrong, guys. Like I said, send me your suggestions and I'll go check them out. But for me, IMDDB is the queen of wave. I feel like she invented the genre of urban jazz. She even invented the genre of urban jazz trap, if you want to call it trap jazz trap, or I don't know what you want to call it. But there's no one else that does it like her. She's very like soulful, but adds that, you know, that waviness in it. I'm trying to describe it to you, but there's no other option but for you to go and check it out. She's very wavy. She's very unapologetic with her style. She's confident. I just feel like, you know, she don't care. Like, she wears what she wants to wear. She does her hair how she wants to do her hair. Everything about her is well put together. Like the visuals, she just makes a lot of sense, you know. Yeah. Also, she's very talented. There's a lot of people out there that can bring sauce, they can bring vibes and whatever, but their talent is not that great. The IMDDB's vocals alone, yeah, puts her in a, you know, above a lot of. Let me stop saying that. She's not above other people. Everybody's great to a certain extent, but her vocals are just like, they're just soft and soothing, and yeah, man, she's talented, I have to say. In terms of female artists that are doing it right now, you know, she's doing it. I feel like there's two different IMDDBs though. I feel like there's the soul, urban jazz IMDDB, which is my favorite, you know. And then there's the trap soul, trap vibe IMDDB, which is not my favorite IMDDB, but it's still a vibe. So let's get into it. So my favorite song from her, like I said, urban jazz IMDDB is my favorite IMDDB. So that being said, my favorite songs are probably Leaned Out, which came out in 2016. I think that might be the first song that I heard IMDDB on, you know. And I just thought, whoa, who the blood clot? Yeah. Also, I have a second favorite song from IMDDB, yeah, and it's the Mouse Outfit. I have a second song. I know it did. I have another song that is my favorite. I have another song that might be one of my favorite songs from my IMDDB. It's called I Wonder, and it's IMDDB and the Mouse Outfit. It's one of these songs that just is so catchy, gets stuck in your head, and every time I think of IMDDB, it's the first song that comes to my head. I don't know why, but yeah. My favorite video from her has to be Currency or Urban Jazz. To be honest, I really do enjoy all of IMDDB's videos. I feel like she puts a lot of effort into the concept, although the videos, they don't necessarily need to be high budget videos. They don't need to be, they feel very authentic and very raw and like well thought, and you know, they're very authentic and very raw. So Currency, I like that because it was filmed in Japan, Tokyo apparently. It's just a different vibe. It's something that we don't really see from UK artists and stuff. So I really did enjoy that. I also liked Urban Jazz because I thought she looked really buff in the video. Anyway, so my favorite album, again, I've got two because it's I don't know with IMDDB. I'm just very indecisive. I don't know. My favorite projects from IMDDB, I say album, but you know, it's mostly mixtapes. Waevey Baby Volume 1 and Vibe Volume 2 are my favorite projects from IMDDB. And if you want to know why, go and check them out. If you want to argue with me, do it in the comment section. Let's go. So, with that being said, I believe IMDDB, like I said before, has brought much needed sauce, much needed flavour to the UK scene. She's someone who from the beginning told us that she was going to be very different, that she was going to be herself, that she was going to, you know, all of this, and she's done it without fail. So I really do respect IMDDB. One thing about IMDDB though, yeah, one thing that I really respect about her, I don't feel like she's a clout chaser. I don't feel like she feels like she has to work with this person or that person or this person to get her name out there. And I love that. Although, that being said, I would like to see her do maybe a couple more features with some UK people, or maybe even international people. And I think a collab with her, and I don't know, it's old, she's old school, but she's still a legend in the game. I'd love to see her collab with someone like Erykah Badu, because I just think that the soul that will come out of that track, man, we're not even ready for it. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah. She's toured in some amazing places, and I know if this year wasn't COVID, she would have done even bigger and better venues. So yeah, guys, don't sleep on IMDDB, man. That's all I got to say about that. Like I said at the beginning of the video, guys, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please like this video, comment. I know I waffle on a bit, but you know, that's what I like to do. I like to talk. I like to give you our suggestions. I like to tell you what to do. So do add her to your playlist. Anyway, join us again next week for another episode.